Hey cuties, what's up? So if you're interested in learning how I made this super cute and easy DIY bralette, just continue watching. So obviously first you're going to need any type of Nike product. I have an old Nike sweat here, and then this is just an old book bag strap from, just any old book bag or anything that you have. And then you're going to need a dog collar. This is because you want that little buckle. Then you're going to need some needle and thread, obviously, to go ahead and stitch everything together. You're going to need a lighter to make the edges smooth, and your scissor. Okay, so first what you're seeing me doing here is I cut out a patch inside of the sweats just to make it easier to cut the triangle shape. And now you're just going to kind of put it against your titties and make a triangle shape, or put it against your chest. You want your nipples to be covered or not, do what you want to do. But make a triangle shape that kind of fits your chest size. I'm so sorry for my voice, you guys. I just woke up. It was kind of a spur of the moment, and I recorded this on my webcam, so y'all, I'm so sorry about the quality. But if you want me to redo this, I definitely will, because I love this bralette and I definitely want it in different colors. So just let me know if you kind of want a more clear tutorial. So one side is going to have the Nike side on it, and then once you're done cutting out that, go ahead. I made them the same exact size, so I just put it right on top of another piece, and that side is not going to have the Nike sign on it, but you want them both to be equal sizes. And what you see here is just a template that I had used to make my bigger bra size. So now, like I said with the lighter, this is the book bag strap. You're going to want to light up the ends because I had cut them. And as you light, kind of tap it lightly, and that's going to make the edges nice and smooth for you. Okay, so now using the book bag strap, you want to make sure, what I did is I had the book bag strap be one continuous length, so I didn't have to sew anything together. And so you want it to be basically the length from right underneath each breast. And so I kind of folded it a little bit to make it easier, so I could grab the ends of the bralette and kind of enclose it into the book bag strap. And then once it's enclosed in there, I go ahead and start the sewing process. Okay, so here what you see me doing is just making a simple knot. I go ahead and do like the simple loop-de-loop. I really don't know how to explain it, but I do the simple loop-de-loop, and I go ahead and do that about 2 to 3 times. Okay, so now make sure that this is going to be the inside of your bralette so that nobody sees all of those, nubs. And you start from there, and you're going to just pull it through. I'm doing the most simple sewing design or sewing pattern, which basically is going to look like a dotted line. So I'm just going to go in from one side, leave a little bit of space, maybe a centimeter or 2, and then go down back into it, and then up again, down again, up again, down again, and it's going to look like a dotted line basically. And I kept mine kind of in the middle so that it could connect, so that the cloth could stay inside of there, but at the same time I didn't want the book bag strap to open up. Okay, so once you're done and you reach the very bottom of the bra strap, what you're gonna do is just make sure that you make knots again. But what I like to do is make sure I get it very, very close to the book bag strap so that there's nothing loose happening. And if that's hard for you, you could also just do the traditional like bow tie type thing, where you know, kind of how you start off tying your shoelaces. That is also another option to close these off. So then I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it, and again I'm gonna use the lighter to make little nubs on the ends of the thread, and that is just gonna make sure that it doesn't unravel even if the knots don't stay where it's supposed to. Okay, so then this is just another cutout from the book bag in a smaller section, because this part is only going to serve as the inside border. So the inside border as in the border that is not on the outside of your chest but on the inside of your chest. And so you're just going to cut out a piece that matches exactly that length of the side of the triangle, and just like we did the book bag strap, the larger book bag strap piece, you're going to fold it a little bit, and then you're going to enclose that piece of cloth with it, make sure it fits, make sure it's all good, and then just start sewing the exact same way, the exact same pattern, so that it kind of looks like a dotted line. So I'm just doing the same thing that I did on the last one, making sure that the knots are nice and tight and close because I don't want anything unraveling. And then I'm going to take the lighter once again and make sure that those snubs are nice and, I don't know what's the word, nice and closed. Basically, I don't want any frays. I want all of the edges to not have a chance of unraveling. So I'm just going to stretch it out a little bit because it kind of started to fold on me, but as you can see, it's nice and straight. You can kind of see those dotted lines that I was talking about, the pattern. Okay, so now taking my dog leash. My dog, well, it's a dark harness. It's a bit interesting because it has those little rings, so I had to work with that. So what you're going to see me do here is that little dent that you see, I had to cut that out of the bralette, because what I decided I'm going to do is I'm going to take that edge, and you'll see it here in a little bit. I'm going to take that edge and I'm going to fold it over the ring, and because I folded it over the ring, I needed basically space for the bralette to be straight, if that makes sense, straight against that bottom piece of the harness. So I mean, as you can see here, it works out perfectly. So because I cut out those edges, now the harness could lay flat. So once again, I'm just gonna go ahead, fold that piece over, sew that piece in so that it doesn't get loose, very tight. And as you can see, it's nice and strong, that's going nowhere. Same thing as before, cutting the ends of that knot and lining it up so that there's no frayed ends. So now I'm gonna start taking my cloth and sewing it to the bottom of that harness, and that's gonna be the part that lays against your right underneath your chest, basically. So yeah. And the way that I cut the harness, you guys, is I just basically took the longest side that incorporated those buckles, and that's all I did. So guys, this is me finishing up the sewing process, and what you're gonna see me doing here is just cutting that loose end. I guess I overestimated how big the bralette was gonna be. So once you cut those loose ends, you're basically done. You're gonna do it to the other side, and the same exact process on the same exact side is gonna turn out to be the exact same thing, and you should get something that is very symmetrical, and it should fit you properly. If it doesn't fit you properly, then you could always make adjustments. Like one thing that I did was my titties, I don't like them to be like, I like them to be really pushed up, so I kind of had to take that book bag strap and cut it in half behind my neck and then re-sew it together. So if you didn't make adjustments like that, that's totally cool. Make sure it fits your body, make sure that you feel comfortable in it. And guys, thank you so much for watching. I know the quality is kind of shitty, but like I said, just let me know and I will definitely do this. I'm thinking about doing it with maybe pink straps, because I also have a pink old book bag that I could use. So yeah, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really enjoy doing these DIY things, and I want to do so much in the future. So please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you, cuties. Bye.